Good morning, and we welcome you to the first press conference of this year's 17th annual Syncits Music Festival, the hottest, biggest music festival in the world. We have come of age. We turned 16 last year. This is our 17th year. So we have to be doing something good to sustain this event. And it's all attributable to the hard work and untiring efforts of the Ministry of Tourism here in St. Kitts, the government and people of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and of course the loyal support of the people of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, the people who have worked so hard to make this a reality year in and year out. I'd like to say a special good morning to those of you listening to us in Radioland. Several stations have joined us, ZIZ Radio and television being the main plank as usual, the nation station of the St. Kitts Music Festival. So we say kudos to ZIZ for their continued support of the St. Kitts Music Festival. There's some other stations that are locked in as well and carrying the feed. These include Freedom FM, Win FM. We know that Kiss FM also, and Red Hot in Antigua, and the Superstation also locked in to what's happening here this morning. I'd like to send a special message out to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis and invite you to make sure that you collect your tickets for tonight. Get them early if you haven't already. They're going fast, as we say, like hot bread and butter. And we want to see a fantastic crowd each night of the St. Kitts Music Festival. I want to extend a special welcome to the media houses who have come here from overseas, from New York, from Canada, from the North America in particular. People from the UK, the US Virgin Islands, the British Virgin Islands, St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. John, Tortola, and of course our friends from the neighboring islands, St. Eustatius, Sabre, St. Martin, Antigua and Barbuda, of course Montserrat. Wherever you've come from to be a part of our annual festival, we welcome you with love and appreciation. Today is a very special day for us here in the Federation because this is one of the events that sustain the tourism product here in St. Kitts and Nevis, the St. Kitts Music Festival. And as I indicated, we are in our 17th year, and this augurs well for continuity. The fact that you're here is a testament to the fact that we are doing something great here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We love you, and we continue to share with you year after year. I want to say a special good morning to the Adams marketing team who have been doing great work for the St. Kitts Music Festival. Ladies, take a bow. All right. This morning, we're going to have our first press conference, as you are aware. You're going to meet the artists who will be performing tonight, and you'll get a time after they've introduced themselves to question them or comment on the performance tonight. I just want to remind you of the lineup for tonight in case you may not know or you're not sure. These include, not in the order of appearance, but we'll get that for you shortly, the Collision Band. It's a new and upcoming band here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and they're represented here by this gentleman. The Small Axe Band, I don't see any member here as yet. Mr. World. Mr. World. Okay. I didn't even realize you had snuck in, you know. The Core Band, also here. New Vibes Band, mentioned. Bunji Garland, Fair and Lion, Super Blue on their way here. And of course the Grand Masters Band. Don't see any representative here as yet. So this is the lineup for tonight. And you know the outlets here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis where you can go and collect your tickets. With that said, we welcome the man, Bunji Garlin. Let's give him a warm welcome. At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I want to acknowledge the fact that this is an event which is a staple on the entertainment diary in the Caribbean. St. Kitts Music Festival, you shade that in every year because you have to be there, you highlight that. That's a festival that attracts people and visitors, and people keep coming back because of the warmth that we extend. It's natural warmth, it's Caribbean warmth, and that's how we do it here in St. Kitts and Nevis. We span all the genres of music. The St. Kitts Music Festival started out by being a music festival that has all the genres of music: jazz, gospel, R&B, hip-hop, soca, reggae, dancehall, all the genres. And that's what makes us so unique, because in other festivals, and people are copying this now, you know, this format is being copied by other countries who have a music festival. So we continue to be thankful for your support as partners, all the sponsors, and I'll give you an idea of, but in particular, Lime, who have been the main contributing sponsor to the music festival since our inception. We also have approximately 200 volunteers working on the festival. This effort must be lauded as they continue to ensure that the operation of the festival is smooth, transparent, and we thank them for their continued support. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, I would like to introduce this Senator, the Honorable Ricky Skerritt, Minister of Tourism and International Transport. This is his 9th year as the Minister responsible for the St. Kitts Music Festival. It gives me great pleasure to introduce, for some overall comments and greetings, the Honorable Richard Ricky Skerritt.
Thank you, Junie. Thank you, Junie, and good morning to all of our listeners and viewers, wherever you may be. I want to say what a pleasure it is. Junie mentioned that it's my 9th time as the minister responsible for this festival. This festival has a rich history, and it was certainly a privilege for me to take up the mantle 9 years ago and continue moving it, I think, up the ladder forward into being a fixture on our calendar, a strong, I would say, a strong avenue for telling the world about St. Kitts and Nevis, and also a wonderful stage for putting the best of St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean on show to the rest of the world, and then inviting in some top artists from around the world to join with us in what is a wonderful celebration. So I want to say that every year my role really, once the stage is set, once everybody is here, or nearly everybody's here, and we all ready to go, my role is to kind of wave the starting flag and say, off you go. And Thursday morning is usually when we say that. I'm very happy to be able to say that. Every year I get really excited saying it. I mean, this is not it's one event that I don't see as just another part of my responsibility. I really look forward to this because guess what? I'm one of the biggest fans of the festival. I happen to have had the opportunity to be involved from the beginning as a volunteer. And if I, for some reason, was not minister tomorrow, I would still enjoy the music festival just as much. It was around midnight last night that I ran into my friend Garlic. Where is he? Is he hiding? Now that he sees Bunji here, is he hiding? Garlic is going to be one of the top performers tonight. We had a conversation at midnight last night, which just really inspired me even more to continue doing what we do, because he is a very talented act from Nevis who has been with the music festival before and is as excited as he's ever been to perform tonight. And so it's about our local artists, especially on the opening night with the Soca Night. Incidentally, last year in this press conference, in the presence of the mother of Marshall Montano, and we just had Super Blue walk in the room, by the way. This man is a legend. Let's get him. Icon. Could we get him up here? Come sit by your son-in-law. You're in good standing with your father-in-law?
Yes,
okay, good. So there we go. It's an event. I think, you know, God is smiling on us today because Super Blue walked in just as I was about to make the point that we mix the best from St. Kitts and Nevis with the best from the Caribbean, and we invite the rest of the world to share in this wonderful celebration. What we've tried to do is to move the festival from just being a show, from just being a concert, and for it to be an experience. And that's why our theme is an experience like no other. We say you come to the St. Kitts Music Festival and you experience a wonderful, enjoyable celebration of people coming together. All types of people from all over the place. Visitors and locals having a wonderful festive experience. And that's what my responsibility has been, to make sure that we have that balance, to make sure we keep the focus, and make sure that we keep getting better. And I hope that you would agree with me that we would have achieved that by the end of the festival this year. I want to say a special welcome to the media. We couldn't move the festival forward without you. I'm sure guys like Bunji, who've been in this business, and Super Blue for a long time, they know how important the media has been. They have been through thick and thin. If the media is losing their interest in soca, soca doesn't get spread around the world. This is the one night that we have kept as a specialty night. It's our, we sort of call it the Eastern Caribbean night unofficially in our committee, because we bring the best of soca that we can find from anywhere, and we bring some you know, what I would call conscious calypso as well when we can. But I have to tell you that that's one of the things that has hurt my heart, because we cannot seem to attract the crowds through the gate that we used to. And last year I made an appeal to the people of St. Kitts and Nevis. If you want the soca night to live, you gotta come and put your money where your mouth is. You gotta come out and support soca. Soca is our thing. Soca is a Caribbean thing. We got some leaders of soca in this room, and I hope that they will echo that when you ask them questions, because soca has to grow if the Caribbean story is going to be told properly around the world. And so I hope that tonight we're going to have a fantastic time. Those of you who got flags to wave, those of you who got anything to shake, let's go do it together and let's have a wonderful time. Thank you.
Ricky Skerritt. I always call him Ricky the Lionheart. Praises be to Jah. Well, right now I'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the St. Kitts Marriott, Liat, Carrie Brewery, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, Tropical Shipping, St. Kitts Nevis and Anguilla National Bank, the main sponsors of the St. Kitts Music Festival. I would like at this point for the members of the head table, we're going to start from the far right and work our way down, to introduce themselves. Let's start with my far right. Go right ahead, brother.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Representing from Collision Band, Jermaine Clark, aka Chubby. Saying good morning to everybody.
Good morning, everyone. I am Jarvis Jones from the Core Entertainment Group in Nevis, newly formed entertainment focused company whose main aim is to identify what is lacking in the music industry in St. Kitts and Nevis and develop products and services to fill that void.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Gregory Mr. Mention Upson, representing Sugar Band, welcoming everybody to Music Fest 2013.
I want to say a special hail up to everyone. You know, I don't usually say morning because these things televise in the night and you're saying morning in the night. So, you know, just save the night for tonight. I miss the world of the great, big, sweetest band in the world, Smallix Band, and tonight gonna be an experience like no other.
Good morning, everybody. I am Bunji Gallon, one part representative of Asylum Band. Fair Lines is upstairs, just resting herself for tonight's event. We're here to bring the vibes and the energy alongside.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Super Blue, Cultural Ambassador of Trinidad and Tobago, musically. I'm here for the experience of the St. Kitts Jazz Festival, which is so awesome, phenomenal. And I'm a figure of the Caribbean, we're inviting the world, and as the man saying, we have stories to tell. Culturally, this is how we do the thing. To inform, educate, entertain, heal, inspire. Musically, we have something for the Caribbean to show and to demonstrate. We're going to express that tonight. Tonight, alongside is the first I get in with my son-in-law and my daughter, which will be an awesome feeling. Words can't describe. Webster Dictionary, all the encyclopedias cannot express the feeling. To see Bonji Garland, give him a round of applause from me, please. My daughter upstairs, a silent band, and Super Blue and the Love Band. I want to be Marilyn Williams to express this. Tonight, this, Mommy always say, let excellence be tradition, and in the end, greatness will ever be a friend.
Good morning, it's Alex Condell, saxman from the Grandmasters Band. It's a pleasure once again to be here for the music festival. It's an honor to sit amongst guys like Super Blue and Bunji Garland, the family affair, and the other bands from St. Kitts and also Nevis. It's going to be a night that you wouldn't forget. That's why they had me on this end, save the best for last, because we're going to wrap up and turn up and mash down Warner Park tonight. It's going to be awesome. It's the awesome Grandmasters with our horn section, and we are the only inclusive band like that which could perform at any given entertainment spot or festival like this. So be prepared for the world.
Well, it seems that we're ready. Are you ready? Yes. We ready for the road? Yes. Make sure you have oxygen, you know. Because you have your oxygen, man. It's going to be really awesome tonight. At this point, I'd like to invite the media representatives here. If you have any questions, any concerns, any statements that you'd like to make, we have a mic in the center aisle. We'd like you to come on down and address any issue which you have, any artists you'd like to speak to or ask a question of. Your time right now to shine. Please identify yourself and your media house.
Good morning, Jason Davis from ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation. Good morning to everyone. Looking forward to a great show tonight. This is going to be going to two of the performers, Core Band and to Collision. First, Collision, your first time on the music festival. What are we going to be getting from you that we haven't gotten from any of the other national bands? And to the representative from the Core Band, you said you're part of an entertainment group that's bringing something that's lacking in the music industry here. What exactly do you mean?
It's our first time on the St. Kitts Music Festival. We've been on other festivals before, so it's just like waking up in the morning, having breakfast, ain't nothing much. As people say, small band, but we small boys playing big music, so it's just like going on stage and giving out the best. Doing my best. The boys, I'm ready, everybody ready, so just come on out tonight. Collision gonna be doing something special, trust me. Ain't gonna be no more Collision, it's gonna be big band Collision, I call it a small band, so yeah. That's all I have to say for now.
Alright, in terms of what I mean by bringing something that's lacking, if you look around the table, there are a lot of local bands here, and we are pretty much one-dimensional. What I'm talking about is not just in the music industry, but in the entertainment industry in St. Kitts and Nevis. We pretty much have a band that's just a standalone band. What we offer is a band that provides an outlet for anyone who is an artist, actor, model, anything that you want to do and don't have the facilities, the resources to get it done. We offer our expertise and our services to help you get what you need done, to help you get your product finalized to a very high quality level, and to be able to market it within the Federation and outside of St. Kitts and Nevis as well.
Good morning, good morning. My name is Dion Grant. I'm from the Voice newspaper in the UK. My question is to Mr. Skerritt. As we passed the hotel yesterday, there was a small protest. I was wondering, was that in relation to the music festival?
Thank you. I think, thank you. I'm happy for the question, actually. First of all, let me apologize for any delays it caused in your arrival. But first of all, I was glad you said a small protest, because it was pretty small, but unfortunate. Let me tell you why. First of all, I would describe it as a combination of, to use an international term, ambush marketing, and I'll use a local term, looking noticement. This was a political party. 3 of their leaders were there, along with a few other of their either voluntary or paid supporters, who were looking noticement in local terms, and who took the opportunity of this big international event to market themselves and their issues. I want to assure you and your colleagues that the people of St. Kitts and Nevis, the vast majority of people in St. Kitts and Nevis, love the music festival, love the fact that you have come here, welcome you here, and are looking forward to having a fantastic festival, devoid of politics, devoid of any other distractions. The people of St. Kitts and Nevis don't want that kind of distraction at this time. Thank you.
Just secondly, to the gentleman, what can the UK do to support soca music? I mean, we have a massive audience for it in the UK. What else can we do to support the genre in my hometown?
Well, first of all, I mean, soca been growing in the UK from way back when, and it still continues to grow. Still, generally, a young music in the eyes of the world. I think what could be done in the UK is being done already, which is in terms of the West Indian communities make sure they go out and support. Really and truly, from my view, it really depends on what the artists bring to the table, because you can't sell something that nobody wants to buy. So you have to break it and present it in a very saleable way. Naturally, this music has evolved beyond culture. The rest of the world, music has gone into business. We have to start to concentrate and realize now that this music that we're doing is at a stage now that we need to take it to a business level, because it's consumer affairs, you're dealing with numbers, you're dealing with all sorts of things, and of course we're in the digital and technological age as well, and we have all these challenges ahead of us. So it really, this is not the patrons to take up the job, this is the artists need to do the job now, and make sure and provide something that when the people hear it or when they partake of it, they must feel that they are justified. Yes, I want to be a part of this. Yes, I want to contribute to this. Yes, I want to support this. But anytime we second guessing and I don't really like it and I ain't really sure, and the people who not really are citizens of this music, seeing us acting that way, of course they wouldn't buy it. You understand what I'm saying?
Hi, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
All right. Okay, so I would like to acknowledge Mr. Skerritt. My name is Judy DuPont, and I am representing the St. Kitts Nevis Visitors Channel. This question is for Mr. Gallin. I know you've been here, you and your wife, at least twice. I want to know, but it has been to perform. Yeah. So I want you to tell me, what about St. Kitts in the short times that you've been here that you like, and would you come back to St. Kitts if you didn't have to perform, just to relax and
yes,
some of our
yes. We always plan to come to St. Kitts at some point in time to relax, when we get a chance to relax, and we don't know when that is yet, but it will come. And to be very honest, the past few times we were here, because of the time that we came in, we really didn't get much time to go around to, because we usually, any territory we usually go and locate a spot that we could favorite. So when we go to Sweden or we go to Denmark or we go here, we have a particular spot or area that we go, and we say, yes, this is our spot. We haven't located that spot in St. Kitts yet because we wasn't, I want to use the word loosely, allowed to venture about, because when we came here, we came on the nature of business, directly on business leave. So in the very near future, I guess when we come here to spend like 2 months, 3 months and relax, we'll find a spot.
Hi, good morning everybody. My name is Janika. I'm from St. Kitts. and I'm representing Culture Beat SKN TV. Now, before I start, I just want to say hi, and I'm truly honored to be here in front of you talented, gorgeous people. Now, this question goes to everyone at the table. Just taking it nice and easy. What is the best part of your job, and truly, what is the worst?
I will go first. I'm sure everybody have different I think I speak for all artists in terms of the best part of what we do is seeing the response. And when I say the response, not necessarily ragging the air with any response, any positive response for the contribution that you made or for the work that you did over time. You take it to the stage, and this mass gathering of people who have a choice of saying, no, we don't want to hear you tonight, but they decide to make the choice to celebrate and bask in what you have given them over the years. It validates what you do as an artist and as an individual, as a musician, as a human being, you know, to be able to contribute to civilization on a whole. Because each one of us have gifts, from the media to musicians to taxi drivers, everyone. So to present something that the people will enjoy and will remember and will ask for you to come again, I don't think there's a price tag that could put, no matter what price you charge, because there are artists that charging 500,000 US for a performance, and then that might be the last performance they ever get. The crowd don't want to hear them again, people don't want to see them again. And of course, the ultimate worst is the total opposite to that, in my opinion. Okay? You go in the studio, you spend time, record music, you write songs, you rehearse, you do this, and then you take it to the stage, and it's like staring at a blank wall, and no one wants to see it tonight or tomorrow night or any other night. They don't want to buy your music. It just feels like all purpose has been denied from you as a human being, you know? So that's my best and worst.
Okay, for me, in my opinion, we do something a bit different. So my best feeling is when I see the inspiration someone gets when they find an outlet for their talent. You know, they get excited, they get, you know, energized because they want to get their music done, they want to get a video done, they want to get their material out, and you can provide that outlet. The worst part of it is usually the negativity directed to that person afterwards by our local people as such, you know. When we don't encourage each other, we try to discourage each other from becoming something greater or aspiring to bigger things. That's the worst part of it.
Well, Mr. Garland kind of sum up most of what I was thinking about, but let me try to find some other words. For me, the best thing about music is being able to do just that what you love, which is music. In life, you can have loopholes, you can have ups and downs, so I can't say like the worst thing for me in music because I don't think I've experienced it yet. I've experienced worse things than the worst things in music. So for me, music is all good. It's an uplifting thing. It's something that is spiritual. It awakens lives, and it's a positive thing. And for us to be able to relate and impact people through the music in a positive way, that is the best thing for me.
In the essence of time, music is something that we live for, and we'll die for music. And when you see you have a crowd, it's the place packed to capacity, and the people gyrate, they have fun. And the worst thing is when you don't get paid.
Yes, sir, that was classic. That's my classic. Yeah. Let me just check, see if the music festival sentiments check yet.
Good morning. My name is Abisola Biola. I'm from the SKN Label Times from Nevis. My question is, I have a question, I have a comment. Minister Skerritt, Nevis, we don't really see much, you know, inclusion in the music festival, as opposed to having one or two events. How can the ministry ensure more participation from Nevis? And another question for the core band: what should your fans expect from you tonight?
You're from Nevis, right? But maybe if he answers, you will get both answers in one. I guess Sandy Point could say that they don't get enough. Keon could say they don't get enough. Somebody else. This is about St. Kitts and Nevis together. We see every group out of St. Kitts and Nevis as representing St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean. We have a talent committee chaired by Adrian Lamb, who's been doing this thing now for many years. When I became minister responsible nearly 9 years ago, Adrian was no longer doing it. He had been put out to pasture somehow for some reason. And he was one of the first people I called. I said, Adrian, come back here. I need to talk to you. We need to get you back on board because you're the man. And I think Adrian has been doing a fantastic job. He has a small group. And they do a number of things, including getting feedback from the public on Facebook and other type communication, networking, social and otherwise, to get feedback on who should they be using. An interesting thing has happened. You see the collision ban. The collision ban was inserted because of public demand, as a result of our responsiveness, because that is one of the things that I insisted that happens, that we try to make this balance of international, Caribbean, and local best practices. But locally, we want acts that are going to bring people through the gate locally. So if there are acts in Nevis that we don't know about, who can bring people through the gate and who are in demand by the public, then please let Adrian Lamb and his committee know. That is how I would answer that, really. But there's no intention whatsoever to keep anybody out. In fact, I would say we've had more inclusion from Nevis recently since I have been the minister responsible, and we brought this new policy to the table, which says, look for the best. Look for recording artists where possible, and look for talent that is going to bring people through the gate. Thank you.
All right. Gentlemen and ladies, what you can expect from the core tonight is excitement, energetic, versatile, just what you expect music festival to be. That's what we're here to uphold. That's what we are here to take to the next level. I mean, that's what we try to do to our best ability in Nevis. We try to keep our product to the highest possible standards. We're here among some great bands, some great artists, and we always put ourselves to be better than the best, as much as we possibly can. We have some very experienced artists in terms of Ali D and Garlic, and some new artists as well that are very good at what they do. Some Tanisha's right here, she's going to be one of our new acts tonight. I'm pretty sure you're going to love what you get from her as well. So we have a very versatile package, and as you can see, we have been represented on Music Festival for the past 3 years. Not directly as core, but our artists and our material has been showcased consistently on Music Festival. And that's what we plan to bring tonight, consistency and excitement.
Hi, good morning. I'm Janine Jordan, and I'm here representing Caribbean Media Corporation. My question is that the production of a festival of this magnitude in St. Kitts and Nevis, I'm sure is not cheap. How has the current economic climate or situation affected in the production of this festival of such a magnitude, as well as what are your expectations from this festival itself?
Well, just very quickly, this is a question which is a very powerful question, because for the last 3 years, it has been extremely difficult for this ministry to get the Ministry of Finance to allocate the level of government support that we put in our tourism marketing budget. This is only justified because of the tourism value for both the event and the public relations surrounding the event. If we didn't have the hotel rooms full, if we didn't have car rentals completely used up, if we didn't have people dining out at restaurants and doing all the various activities, going on tours, I mean, I have a friend here who called me this morning to tell me, his family had woken him up this morning and said they're going to Brimstone Hill. He's a Kittitian who has brought his grandchildren home to see the place of their grandparents' birth. And of course, at the same time, he can take his wife to see Lionel Richie, and maybe she might love him a little bit more. So here's the thing. The music festival is not just about expenditure, it's also about returns. And once we can continue justifying the returns on investment, this government has consistently simply said, show us the returns and we will invest in it. And we've been able to do that with some difficulty when everything else was being chopped. We were able to chop just a little bit. We reduced the expenditure on the St. Kitts Music Festival over the last 4 years by approximately $1 million EC dollars without losing, that's from government, without losing the quality, by getting more sponsorship and more people, more volunteers. Let me just take the opportunity to say, we have about 85% of the people involved in making this happen as volunteers. We could not pay everybody if we had to pay them. We don't have the budget. So that's another thing that's special about it. That's why we can continue doing it, and that's why we can keep a cap on the amount of money that the government spends on this event. I hope that has answered your question.
Good morning, JGP, originally from Montserrat at the Caribbean Superstation. Every year, the St. Kitts Music Festival has grown, becoming the musical event it is on the calendar. And I'm all excited because as you look across, as somebody said, there's a story to tell. Collision Band, New Vibes, Spinning with Collision, Work That Body. What else? People's Sugar, Drop the Soap. Be ready, put pressure on it. And then after all that, the show goes into Friday morning. Super Blue rounds it off with Fantastic Friday. Imagine that. That's going to be so, so exciting. What I wanted to ask as we're here in St. Kitts is this. It is now the 17th St. Kitts Music Festival. Looking back on the last 16, what are some of the things that go through your minds as organizers to make the upcoming music festival events so much more exciting?
I feel as if we're beginning to get into some real philosophical discussions here when you really want to hear from the artists. But first of all, JGP, welcome again, man. He's an institution in himself across the region, so it's good to have you here. Look, it's been a fantastic journey, and there have been a lot of people involved, a lot of artists. Perhaps it's time for somebody to write a little history of the St. Kitts Music Festival, and then we can put it out there. But it would be too long to answer that question. Let me just say that it's been a privilege and a pleasure to be involved. And I happen to have been involved from the beginning, as I said earlier. So to all the people who have made it happen. And look, the man sitting next to me, Junie Liebert, has been here in this chair every year for as long as I can remember. And he's been involved in the music festival as well in so many other ways. So I remember Junie was involved when we probably had one radio station on the island, right? And now we got about 12 or 15 in St. Kitts and Nevis. So, look, I think the question can go to one or two of the acts who've been, Bunji's been here before, as you know. Grandmaster's been here, Mention and New Vibe's been here. These are the guys really who should be talking to you about their growth and involvement over the years.
Hi, good day. My name is Siobhan, and I'm representing the St. Kitts Nevis Visitor Channel. And my question is going out to the locals. If I were a foreigner, what about your music would best communicate the authentic Kittitian culture to me?
Okay, let me put it simply, right? What we're known for in the Caribbean, food in everything we do is flavor. So that is what is going to be appealing to you. When you hear it, when you see it, when you experience it, just the flavor of it is what is going to make it appealing to you.
I guess it depends on where you come from. I have a different approach. But for me, in terms of bringing people to the music festival and letting them know what is expected of them in terms of excitement, it's just basically having you be you express yourself through your music, your culture, where you're from, like the gentleman said, what type of food, how brown the women are, how wrong the women are, you know what I mean? And, you know, all this is put into the music to kind of like indulge people, you know, encourage people to something that is different. And we use that through culture also to entice.
Lesroy Williams, myview.com. This question is directed at Bunji, Fayong, and Super Blue. The International Soca Monarch that is held every year, there was some statement made by William Monroe that it would be discontinued. What is your feeling on it, and how do you think it would affect soca music within the region?
No, culturally, it's from Trinidad a leading country for soca, the headquarters. With this talk, I feel in a political, in a political tantana. We call it ashari. So more need to have allocated for prizes and things. And that can't handle that music at all. No. No way. That's a statement that out of the window. That's a political tantana. So we leave that alone. Every year it a cry. That in life, remember in life you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. So if people have different techniques of negotiating, and crying is one of them. So when I'm around, so when I'm on, I salute him because he have a technique to cry, but he gets it up done.
Just to add to what Super just said, in my opinion, I think the music has matured to a point that whether the competition continues or doesn't continue, the music wouldn't be affected by it, right? People's finances might be affected in a different kind of way, but the music itself has grown to a point. With the last 5 or 6 years, some of the biggest songs that came out of Trinidad and Tobago has been the songs that wasn't titled at all by any competition, and the music was like that years ago. And it changed, and of course, it is written in the Bible, nothing new under the sun. So just full cycle, and then here you have it now, a song that everybody counted out. That was just it might go, boom, Super Blue came. The song won Soca Monarch and thing, but the song itself is sold around the world, way beyond the fact that it won a title. Just the magical about the song, the story, the whole everything about the song, and that is what the music needs. The music needs that VH1 moment, that MTV true reality moment, that when you sit down with the song, you could see a whole encyclopedia, a whole historic book behind the music.
So you are confident that the Soca Monarch will continue?
It will continue. We hear that every year. I ain't doing it no more. We hear that all the time.
Good morning. My name is Avril Francis, representing the Avril TV and radio show in New York City. I just want to thank the Marriott Hotel for a great night of rest. Thank you to the St. Kitts Tourism for having me here. And also thank you to Adams Unlimited, who stay in touch and make sure that I keep the work of St. Kitts afloat in New York. I was a little nervous about standing up here today because looking at the lineup, and you have a band, Small Axe Band, who always think they're gonna cut you down, and then you have New Vibes, make you sound a little new, but I know you're not. And you come up with something as Collision Band, seems like you're coming to just destroy. So when we look at it, we know we're in for a great treat tonight, and just hope that no soap is dropped, because I can't afford to slip. And I want to thank Super Blue, and also Sophia and Lois, who is not here, and Bunji Garlin, and everyone else who is here. Thank you so much for making this a successful St. Kitts, and we look forward tonight. But I want to ask one question. How do you find, everyone here on the panel, how do you find with the internet, the downloads, the bootlegging, and everything that's going on out there, how does it affect your music, your sales, and business on a whole?
I look at it as a necessary evil, as a necessary evil sometimes.
Well, it's necessary evil. But yeah, well, in life, communication and the ability to send a receipt. It's called for dialogue any which way, spiritually, emotionally, physically. But again, I say in life, sometimes it's not what you want, sometimes not everything you want is good for you. Sometimes things that you need, you know, they do like it. You don't like it. You don't like it, but the piracy, in fact, carnival on the whole, which is revenue for all the countries in Ghana. I mean, besides the Caribbean Islands, Notting Hill, Labor Day, Caribana, all of them. 300 something carnival in the world, but most of them is governed, the laws that govern them is from A to B, for a parade. Only carnival is in the Caribbean, right? So people, the piracy, we get it very, but the piracy in the Caribbean is massive. But it is good to float in the music, float in the artists, float in by the time, and gradually we get in there. But God working in mysterious ways, right? It's all good, merciful Father. It's our platform. So, we do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the press conference for today. We remind you that we'll be back here tomorrow morning at the same time. We want to get started around 10 o'clock with the artists who will be performing on Friday night. I want to thank Minister Skerritt for his intervention here this morning and the comments that he has made about the St. Kitts Music Festival. He continues to be one of our shining stars here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. A big up to you, Minister Skerritt. And also the acts that will be performing tonight, the Collision Band, the Core Band, New Vibes, Small Acts, Bunji Garland, Fair and Lions, Super Blue, and Grandmasters. It's going to be an awesome night. Make sure you come early. Make sure you come early. Small Acts is going to be kicking it off tonight. And Small Acts, as they say, the sweetest band in the world. They're going to invite you to drop, cover, and hold on tonight. So make sure you walk with your partner. You don't want to be walking up alone in isolation. You want to make sure that you have your partner so that you have a fantastic time. So tonight, all roads lead to Warner Park. That's the cultural and entertainment mecca in St. Kitts and Nevis. And we invite you to come up, go and get your tickets. Make sure that you have your liquid. I walk with my water. I don't know what you're going to walk with. I know it will be liquid, but make sure you have that as well because you want to come out and enjoy yourself. I want to thank the media houses for their attention, for their patience, for their faithfulness, and for their support and their love. Thank you so much, ZIZ, for taking this press conference. We look forward to sharing with you again tomorrow. I'm Junie Liebert, live and direct from the Marriott Hotel. And once again, give you the lineup for tonight. The Collision Band, Small Acts Band, Core Band, New Vibes Band International, Bunji Garland, Fair and Lions, Super Blue, and the Grandmasters Band. And just to big up our sponsors, the St. Kitts Tourism Authority, the Marriott, Liat, Caribbery, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation, Tropical Shipping, St. Kitts Nevis, Anguilla National Bank. Come early, please, and see you back here tomorrow at the same time. Thank you so much. Have a great day.